start with an exclusive report from inside the Palestinian refugee camp of Burj al-Barajneh in West Beirut. It's been under siege since the end of October, and women and girls have to run a daily gauntlet of sniper fire to get food and medical supplies.
The three main camps are Sabra and Shatila, where Palestinians were massacred by right-wing Christian militias after the Israeli invasion in 1982, and further down, in the southern suburbs of Beirut, Burj al-Barajneh, covering about a square mile. It's been held under siege for over 5 months by Amal militiamen and Shiite Muslims in the Lebanese army, who don't want the PLO to re-establish a power base in Lebanon. Burj al-Barajneh, like other Palestinian refugee camps, was built by people who fled the new state of Israel in 1948. It's always been a sort of state within a state itself.
You become incapable, really, of reacting further. I mean, you just take it in and say, that's where we are. But I think it encourages in me, and I think in most Palestinians who have watched or heard about this, the will to resist further. I mean, that you know, we mustn't let this simply take place and these people be effaced. We must continue to fight and to struggle towards something that will take us out of this, and that Burj al-Barajneh and Shatila and Sabra and all the other Tel Za'atar, I mean, there's a whole string of these catastrophes in our histories, have to end up somewhere that isn't just another catastrophe.
Above all else, they know the cost of food that comes from the outside cannot be counted in Lebanese pounds. It is paid for in blood, an 18-year-old victim of the death passage having paid for bread with her life.
Well, I think to a large degree it is their fault. I mean, I have no doubt that it's the case that the Palestinians' fault is that they exist. And wherever they exist, whether they exist in former Palestine, now Israel, occupied territories, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, Egypt, and elsewhere, they are a reminder, because they are extremely politically conscious. They are people who are simply not going to go back on their national demand, which is self-determination, a society in a place of their own, so that by their very existence, which is their fault, technically speaking, they are a provocation to all the societies and all the states in the region and in the world elsewhere, who have tried to eliminate them or say that these people should be settled elsewhere. They should give up on this. Now, we now have Israel, we now have Lebanon, we now have Jordan. Let's not have another state. So the stubborn resistance of the Palestinian to say, no, I'm the one who was driven off the land and dispossessed and dislocated. And just that very fact, to say that you're a Palestinian today in Lebanon or elsewhere, is really to incur the wrath of your host or whoever thinks of you as a problem. And I think it's as simple as that. This is not a war to prevent Yasser Arafat or the PLO from establishing a base. This is a war to exterminate the Palestinian national identity. It's as simple as that.